Hey everyone, welcome back to our vlogs. It's been a minute since we've done a video. Finally feels like spring here in North Carolina. It's been amazing. We've had a cold couple of months. It even snowed not too long ago and we had like an ice storm and just been extra cold for this area. So finally glad to have some sunshine. But we've done a lot of cool things over the past couple months that we wanted to share with our friends and family. Beginning of February, we went to the North Carolina Zoo for John's birthday and we stayed in a little fun cabin. That was a lot of fun. And then John did a ski trip with his family like a couple weeks after at the end of February. That was fun and eventful. And then not too long ago, John and I went back to Cape Lookout, which is on the east coast of North Carolina, and it's a really popular place to go shelling. So we rented some ATVs and did that. So we've been really busy, just having fun, doing lots of house projects. I'd say one of the most exciting things is I published my book on Amazon that I've been writing since last summer. So a lot of you already know that, but for those of you who are new or haven't heard, I've been through a lot in my life, mostly centered around infant loss and mental illness and health problems. And I decided to write my book and share my story. So if that's interesting to any of you, I will post the link in my description and you can check that out. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna share some of our fun adventures over the past couple months and hope you enjoy. Today's John's birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you?
45.
He says he's 45 today. He's actually 34, but on the day of our birthday, we get to pick what age we are, and today he's 45.
Yeah.
So, anyway, now we're on the road to go to Asheboro, to go spend the night in a little cabin, and to go to the zoo tomorrow. So, hopefully you have a good birthday. The North Carolina Zoo is supposed to be one of the top 3 zoos, so looking forward to it. The weather's supposed to be perfect. And yeah, we'll just bring you along with us.
If I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now.
Seen sunny days that I thought would never end.
Well, we made it to the Postcard Cabins campsite. They're just a bunch of these cabins that you stay in, and they've got the fire pit and place to eat and a little pond, and we just got here for sunset, so we're just gonna have some dinner and just hang out the rest of the night, and then we'll go to the zoo tomorrow morning.
Well, we just left Postcard Cabins. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, we just left Postcard Cabins. Now we're at the zoo. It's the North Carolina Zoo. There was a sign when we were coming in that said it was voted best zoo in the nation, which sounds great. Is that true? Is it the best zoo?
It's one of the top 3
It's
zoos.
It's one of the top zoos in the country, I guess, or has been voted that way. So we're really excited to be here. It should be fun.
ended at the zoo, and it was a lot of fun. The scenery was awesome, just how foresty it is, and it almost felt more of like a natural preserve with all the animals. It didn't look really man-made at all. So it was really nice to see all the animals and had a lot of fun. At the beginning it was a little rough. A couple days ago I had a pretty bad panic attack at the dentist, and it's just affected me really bad for the past couple of days. So when we started walking, I knew I wasn't going to be able to walk the whole zoo. It just would have been too hard on my body, and so we opted to get a wheelchair. So John graciously offered to push me in the wheelchair around the whole zoo. You know, you do what you gotta do. I was able to enjoy the zoo without any issues, whereas if I would have walked, I wouldn't have made it. So just grateful we were able to do that together and experience that together. So I loved watching the elephants. They were the cutest things ever, just playing in the water, throwing mud at each other and wrestling. So it was fun. John, what was your favorite thing to see at the zoo?
Yeah, the elephants were really cool. I was looking forward to seeing the polar bear, but we didn't see it. It was resting or hidden or something, but the elephants were pretty fun.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun. So now we're headed to our friend's house that lives about an hour away. We're gonna go hang with them for the weekend, and then we'll make our way home. So thanks for following along. Until next time.
Hello.
Hello.
Just going up for the first time on the lift. It's really pretty. Just got a lot of snow here.
Like 70 inches of packed snow.
How's it been so far?
Awesome and very, very foggy.
Very foggy.
Yeah.
Hard to see what we're doing. Half of us went and are resting in the lodge now, and then me and Jude are going up this bigger lift to more dangerous places. Well, it's a lot easier to see today. We're going up this bigger lift that Jude and I did a couple times yesterday, but now we can see the lift going all the way up to the top. Yesterday we couldn't see maybe 3 chairs in front of us, so it'll be a little bit harder than what we've been doing lately, but we'll be able to see. We couldn't see yesterday, which made it difficult to judge the snow and the powder and make good decisions, but it'll be a lot more fun now, I think. So I hope I got. Get it. The opposite. She got married. I was like, fine. Lady swan pool to pair.
Happy Friday, everyone. It's been a minute since we've made a vlog. We are headed to Cape Lookout this weekend. We're gonna try round 2. We've been before, but really I think in order to really enjoy the experience, if you want to go look for shells, you need to rent an ATV because it's a lot of walking. So that's what we're gonna do this weekend. We just got done with a yummy dinner at Saltwater Grill in Swansboro. We're on our way to Morehead City to stay the night in a hotel, and then early tomorrow we'll take a ferry over to Cape Lookout, which is part of the Outer Banks. It's one of the untouched or undeveloped beaches or oceanfront over here on the East Coast. So yeah, dinner was great and we're really excited for the weekend. I'm just looking forward to have a break and go hang out by the water and have a good time. Can't see nothing. Good morning. It's a lovely foggy day, so we'll see how this goes. It's supposed to clear out later, but right now you can't really see much. So we'll see how that goes with the boat and the ferry and driving the ATV. Once the fog clears out, I think it'll be a really fun afternoon. Cape Lookout at the point is known for their seashells here on the East Coast. And so hopefully we can find some good ones. Last time we found some decent ones while we were walking. Hopefully this time we'll find some better, bigger ones. Fingers crossed, we'll see. So come along with us and let's have a fun afternoon.
Cheers.
Yeah.
The White House. Well, we just made it to Cape Lookout. The fog cleared up. It was a nice boat ride over. You can see the ferry there behind me. We saw a small pod of dolphins on the way, but they were kind of far, so it was hard to get a good video. Hopefully we get some better ones on the way back. And so now we're just gonna go look for the ATV. Oh, we made it down to the point. Last time we tried walking here and it was much further than we realized, so the ATV was a much better decision. There's quite a few shells, so Catherine's having a good time. And the water looks really nice. We drove down as far as we could. You can walk further. You can walk down there, but you can't drive any further.
There are seashells everywhere. Look at this one I just found. It's not the most prettiest, but it's huge. If you are able to come to Cape Lookout, you have to come to the point because that's where all these babies are. So fun.